The latest shooting in Sri Lanka inside the church is evident that there is a large scale attack on places of worship, not just in America, but obviously throughout the world. Now, when I mean the world that's highly influenced by the sphere directed by the United States of America. As we all know, the neighboring countries, Canada and America, have very good roots with each other. They both helped assist each other in World War II, and they're very good. They have very good relations with each other. Okay, they're both part of the NAFTA organization, okay, and World Bank organization, and so they're very good. And don't also not include New Zealand, Australia, some parts of Europe, okay, and many of the islands in the Pacific, mainly like islands like Hawaii, New Zealand, an island country, right? All these countries are all in cahoots with this agency, and the stimulation that's building when it comes to the shootings in places of worship obviously has its roots from yesterday, when the United States of America actually was using technology called the Voice of God technology, okay, on terrorists that made them defect, drop their guns down and believe that God was talking to them. The same technology applies to what's causing the shootings out in this country and internationally. They're all working together. Why? Good reason to ask that question. I'll answer that question. Well, one of the reasons why is obviously good, wholesome, law-abiding Christians and Muslims are obviously not in good position right now when it comes to being with the Trump administration. Which what I'm trying to say is that they don't got good relations with each other. So, but basically, they're anti-Trump. The Muslim nation, most of the Muslim nations, excluding places like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, whatnot, those guys are sellouts. They'll sell their God out to the dollar. The other ones are much more patriotic, okay, and more wholesome. The other Muslims and the other Muslim nations, you know. And so the Christians are also included. Italy, anyone who is involved with a religious organization, okay, even Jewish people. All these people are a target right now because they are definitely a threat to the interests of the mind control program, which is obviously to keep Trump in power and retain his seat as the sitting president so he doesn't be impeached. And anyone and anything that stimulates any threat directed to that will feel their wrath. The people that probably shot up that church or bombed it over there in Sri Lanka definitely were either anti-Christian and pretty much brainwashed by this technology. This is just a pattern. It isn't natural. 1 minute, the cathedral in Notre Dame, the cathedral in Notre Dame burns down, and Easter Sunday there's a shooting at a church in a predominantly Islamic country. You put 1 and 2, and what do you think you come up with? You know, it's not that hard to calculate this. I mean, obviously there's something suspicious about it, and so the technology is still out there. They can hit wherever they can hit. They can hit in pockets. I do believe there are certain countries that these mind control program agents will not be able to reach no matter how sophisticated their technology. And one of those countries I know for a fact is Russia. Does the KGB know about neural waves, microwaves, EMFs, the mind control technology, neural monitoring? They wrote the book on that. They were the first people who actually advanced a lot of that technology. And obviously you can tell because they have hypersonic technology already down. America's lagging behind. And that's another topic too that I want to get to. But which is, I truly believe that America probably purposely did not want to further the development of hypersonic technology, because why they give you, those generals or people of the government can give you many excuses, because it would violate their policy, and they made with the UN about nuclear reduction. They're not allowed to create new nuclear weapons. But we're not talking about creating nuclear weapons. We're talking about creating technology. How could you have lagged in the technological field? We understand you're not going to violate the UN policy on, enriched uranium, and you're going to be involved with, nuclear reduction peace talks. But that does not give you the excuse to not have had furthered your technology and advanced it, which only makes me believe that all this is set up systematically, just so that this current status quo we're living in now, which is constant shootings right now in places of worship, in schools, and anywhere, at any moment. Okay, so what I'm trying to explain to you is that these shootings are not natural. They've been caused by the organization, which is the focal nucleus of it is going to be in the United States. The Mind Control Program. That's why. That's who's causing all the shootings.